Browns. I can't take this.
I'm starting to want them.
Did you know I blocked that grenade just right in there. All right, Pot of Gold, welcome back. Mike versus the World coming up tonight. Garrett Nussmeier, is he alive? Do we know?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? He's fine, guys. He's fine. I talked to 3 different people. No, we got a lot to get into tonight. Mike set up a fun game that I think we're going to talk about, go through a bunch of players that will end up covering a bunch of the news of the last week or two.
I do need to break silence here and say Grant made the idea.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
But we were not hanging out. We were not hanging out.
That seems unlikely.
He just texted me. I think it would be a good idea.
I can't tell you how sad. I was just lonely. Had a margarita or 3, and I was just lonely on a Friday night.
This was 2 Fridays ago. I was like, I think Brett's about to get pissed.
I was like, what are the boys up to? And Mike's like, actually, I'm right next to Grant. And I was just fucking stewing.
Well,
I was pacing for at least 10 minutes in my house, just pacing back and forth.
We had a night, right? Grant had a surgery, so he couldn't drink. So it was like a night to let loose. This was like an impromptu, like, hey, let's go to New Orleans and grab a bite to eat. I got wasted. It was a problem.
That's right. I was trying to check in on our boy.
Yeah, it was a problem. And so I don't remember engaging with you at all. And the next day, you were like, y'all done snuggling? I'm like, I was like, how did he know? Like, what? I had no idea how you knew. I was like, God damn it. Someone must have posted a Facebook picture.
I was like, Mike, you were chatting him up about.
Oh, that is funny. You know, I was pissed if I stewed over it and hit you with it in the morning.
He's like, y'all snuggling. I'm like, why is he mad? How does he know what happened? Oh boy,
that's good stuff. Yeah, Mike and Grant live like a stone's throw away from each other, and I live across town. So sometimes I get a little testy when the boys are just dicking around and I'm at home cleaning diapers. And
would you have gone to Cochon?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely,
I know
not.
this.
And that's fair. I just,
impromptu. Hey, let's go across the lake tonight. They're like, boys,
it's a quiet. There's no action today.
You were drinking a marg?
It's probably parent life, man. I'm telling you. Already off.
You'll know one day.
So today I fire up Twitter. Busy day at work, whatever, and I'm like 30 to 40 minutes kind of behind the action, and so I've kind of seen that. Everyone just decided Nuss had torn his ACL and the season was over.
I didn't know that part. I didn't know how deep the injury was reported at first.
Yeah. And then I see, which is the root of all of this that ended up happening. But you see the people pop up and it's like, guys, I have sources. I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. And so I post in the group chat of like, hey guys, apparently Nuss may have tore his ACL, but now everyone's saying it's fine. 10 minutes later, I go back and Mike is just in the thick of it with Jacob Hester and anyone else who wants some. And it was just very funny.
Listen, when your entire timeline is flooded with every reporter, everyone, like every who's who was getting retweeted by all the cronies, he's fine. He's okay.
Relax.
Sit down and shut up is basically what they were telling you. With
I know more than you.
Yeah, it's like, guys, we get it. You heard from somebody that he's okay. But the entire season hinges on the health of this motherfucker. And we're going to just sit back and take that. He's fine.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What define fine for me? And Hester, unfortunately, bore the brunt of my frustration. And no shade to Jacob Hester at all. But his comment on Twitter was like, dash, relax or something. It was something very triggering. And so I just simply put, listen, man, if you're going to tell us everything's okay and that he's all right, Can you define what that means for me?
Like, is he going to be practicing tomorrow? No big deal.
Right, exactly. So that's the last thing I told Hester.
Are we going to be taking it easy for the next month with our guy?
Sounds good. Looks like we'll see Nuss tomorrow. Thanks a lot. It's like, I can't wait to see Nuss tomorrow. But he followed up with, no, I answered your question, which he quote tweeted me so he could get his trolls out and attack me, which they did, which is fine. They wanted to harp on my misspelling, since Twitter is the end-all be-all of grammatical accuracy. Don't you know how to use
2 and 2, Michael?
Of course. Sometimes the thumb doesn't double tap. Do you know how hard it was to make a list of the top 25 players in the Notes app with autocorrect? Like, there's problems on the phone.
Oh, I did it on the phone, but then this morning I pulled it up on the computer and fixed all that.
Yeah. Type Carius Kern on your Notes app.
He's not.
No, it'll be various.
No, I didn't have to type
Barnes.
Yeah. So anyway, the point is, this is a huge deal. And I understand they're trying to keep everything under wraps. It was probably blown out of proportion. But why is our quarterback getting A, rolled up on, B, having any contact, getting touched, period. Or C, the other rumor, it's non-contact. Okay. What a quarterback that has probably been taking quarterback drill reps since he was in diapers is going through a non-contact drill and has to be carted off the field.
Yeah, a non-contact means you blow your Achilles, your calf, or your knee.
Right. We have to go into detail of what we're looking at here. Does this mean we'll see him against Clemson?
Hughie, I really want to blame Kelly for this. If you only knew the DMs this dude sends me about how much he hates Brian Kelly.
So moral of the story is, Hester
agree.
ended it with, it's not a major injury. So my take is,
so
he
it's
got
an injury.
Fucking injured.
So it's an injury.
Yes. So that is something. He's not okay. And it's not okay. I get it.
Maybe, so the okay was vague to say he's not out for the season, but that was to your point.
That's my point.
Does okay mean it's a week? Is it a day?
Define okay.
Yeah, define okay.
Because there's a lot that goes into Nuss getting reps with the ones that has nothing to do with Nuss. It has everything to do with the fact that we have a new center. We need the cadence correct. We need the rhythm. We need the timing with the receivers correct. I don't give a fuck about Nussmeier's arm.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. So everybody's like, relax, he'll be fine. He'll be playing. Right now, we have a problem with the offense, and it starts with the offensive line. They need their quarterback with them every snap, directing them, leading them, getting the whole bit down. Like last year, we had DJ Chester not knowing when to snap the fucking football. I apologize for the language. I'm a little heated. I am a little heated. Usually this is like an hour into the show where the F-bombs get going.
I love it.
Let me turn the fan on real quick.
But here's the deal. There's no bad blood with Jacob Hester.
No,
I love Jacob Hester. He's a great guy. A great advocate for LSU. One of the legends, right?
He was just the one that broke your back.
It was like
because all of them were tweeting the same shit.
They're all tweeting the same shit. And then Moscona waited till 4 hours later to be like, I've got on good authority that he's fine.
He's fine.
It's like, motherfucker. We know he's fine. What does that mean?
What time was practice today?
I don't know.
I don't know. But
because it seemed to leak out at 2 o'clock.
But I mean, I feel like we talked about this months ago. It's like everyone's so fucking hell-bent on Nussmeier running. And it's like, I don't want that dude running.
That was my first thought. Like a Bernard Gooden.
Yeah.
Getting him up the middle. It's like, please, God.
We need 5 yards in a big moment, go get it. But we're not, I don't want him, Jaden. Our entire, like you said, season hinges on us having one of the best quarterbacks in college football. So no, I don't need him taking off.
Can you imagine if it was someone broke through because the O-lineman just didn't block him and just got plowed into? First off, if that was the case, why was there not a full-on riot with the offense?
Maybe there was.
Maybe
that's what they're trying to. That's what they're trying to hush because they want to fucking kill one of those D linemen. Right now.
The funniest part about this, I'm 99% sure tomorrow's practice is completely closed, and it's Friday. It's open to the media.
I guarantee you, no practice from here on out is going to be open. I bet they're going to cancel media for Friday, and we're going to have this question.
But this was a closed. This was a closed
Chris Hilton situation all the way until
Clemson. I'm so down to just shut it down.
What are we going to talk about?
It was closed, so that means it leaked from somewhere. It's like someone saw it and leaked it.
Someone from within.
Yeah.
And then Shea got on his site and was like, everything's fine. I had someone from within the program say, this is an overreaction. He'll be okay. That doesn't help me.
No, I agree. Does it make me feel a little better that the season's not over? Sure. But again, we play Clemson week 1.
I didn't know about the ACL scare.
Yeah, I'm
That's
pretty sure it started with like
so
he's
that
towards
makes
ACL,
sense,
he's done.
where like maybe one person could have been like, he's okay.
Yeah.
The
right?
first
But
thread,
that's the first thing I saw was he's okay. It's like, well, I need more.
the first thing I saw was him. You texted it was an ACL, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't even have time to search Tiger droppings or anything. And then that thread was ACL, and it's like, so obviously the rumor started on Tiger droppings or a tweet that said ACL first.
Yeah. And like, here's the deal. Again, has zero to do with Jacob Hester. Jacob Hester probably actually has better sources than
Sure.
just about anybody.
He was there apparently.
So,
He's like it was
take him
close
out.
to some.
Take him out. There is a like a epidemic of people who want to make it feel like they're in the know.
Yes.
I do those tweets all the time,
Right.
but I feel like most people understand
They
that
know
like
it's
But you
sarcasm.
do have your guy.
some sources, a
Yeah.
couple here and there. We got sources.
Stephen Miller.
Still
but-
from the Les Miles era.
but-
Les Miles era.
But what I'm saying is that there's so many people that just like are waiting for Shea or Wilson Alexander to be like, he's fine, to be like, I'm actually hearing that too.
Yeah.
I just didn't have my phone. I was on the phone, so I couldn't tweet it. And it's that type of shit drives me nuts. So I can completely see where you just like kind of
I
go off
lost
the
it.
rails of
I lost it.
that, because it does drive me fucking crazy.
I think
too,
I
that
tweeted 3 tweets
everyone's
of
an
all the
insider.
same thing. I was
Everyone's
like,
an insider.
what is like stop with we did it.
Yeah.
You heard something.
It's almost like when there's all those tweets about how like the quote unquote liberal media, and it's like 77 news stations
They're all
that have the
told-
exact same
Yeah.
fucking script.
That's
That's how
literally what
I
it
feel
was.
sometimes watching all these fucking
Trump uses the tee from
goobers.
the fairway.
His caddy dropped the ball on the
His
green.
caddy
It's
Right.
illegal.
Like
But it just, I agree. It
It's,
drives me nuts. But I did get such a good laugh of seeing you just right in the fire.
I do have a bone to pick. No one came to my defense.
I came to your
You threw a
I-
grenade
to
in
get
there.
him,
Grant
to get his
non-existent.
ass.
So
I
I
chuckled
was
to myself
I
about
was
the
at a
getting
Get
call.
his ass. I did that.
I was in a
think
call
Jacob
from
maybe
the
liked it
time
too.
you sent the message until about 4:30. Then I had to get the chicken started. That
How was it?
it was great.
Yeah.
And so I was dealing with that.
Yeah,
We'll talk
sharing
about it. We'll
recipes
talk-
over here, you fucks.
By the time I had the chicken squared away, kid came home, and I can't be on my phone
What time is that?
between
time's your kid
4:30
get
5
home?
o'clock.
Okay.
And so by that time, I can't be on my phone or I'll get yelled at. But then they went on a walk. And so I'm still like doing stuff around the house while they're walking. And I just didn't.
Guess who was able to walk today because the kids are back in school? Tim.
Really?
Tim and Tyne.
Whole lap around the neighborhood and loved the field. Nobody's out.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
Oh,
school's
you
back,
went out
baby.
with her earlier?
Like at 1. All
Gender
right.
neutral name.
All right. We've got something fun. And honestly, we thought about this before a lot of the camp news kind of broke. But we feel like ranking the current roster of top 25 players, not all-time LSU players, because we know Jacob Hester would be like number 1, but current roster, our own top 25. And to clarify, this is not building the best team. Like you don't need to have a O lineman and a D lineman. You don't have to each have a quarterback. Like, oh, you picked Nuss, so I'm screwed. Like it is just clearly your top 25 best overall players on this roster. And they could be true freshmen that you think will be promising. What's going on? Is there
He
sound
said
issues?
the audio sounds
Go ahead and listen in.
Grant.
sounds good to me.
Sounds good there. Who's saying it's messed up? Huge?
Huge.
Chip in the chat. Is our audio fucked up? He'll be honest.
And yeah, I I may take it a little bit different angle of like maybe not quote unquote best player, but like storyline player. I'm kind of like interested to see how it goes on. Checking the audio. Nobody else is complaining.
No one's complaining. Sucks.
Sound is
Sound is
okay.
okay.
Thanks, Steven.
All right.
Steven who?
Hargrave.
Okay.
We'll send you a hat.
Not Miller, right? Dude attacked me on Twitter.
Not a fan of yours
Hacked
anymore,
me.
Mike.
So we'll go ahead. Is there more comments? What's going on? When you
I'll just-
stray like that.
No, because this guy,
Whiskey Priors.
Jack's complete lack of surprise.
Oh
This
no,
is-
Jack's great. He's an ally.
I didn't know you can comment from in the chat from Twitter. That's cool. It says this is the offseason slop I'm here for.
It's nice.
He's a
That's
big
ally.
fan. He's
That's
a big
ally.
fan.
So it's anybody. It's any top 25. It could be true freshmen that we think are going to blow up. It can be transfers that we've watched highlight films on, and we think that they are rated as one of the top players on our roster, etc. How are we doing this?
Yeah,
Well,
we forgot to pick the order.
Right. Like, we got to pick the order. But the whole point of this is, we get called out a lot about how we fell off the map as a podcast. That's fine. We don't know the players, yada, yada. This is our way of learning the players.
Yep. This is an exercise.
This is an exercise. We're trying to figure out who we think, like, because I might have more information on a player that you might not have.
It's more about the evaluation and not as much about the congratulations.
The congratulations.
Right.
That's right.
So we're evaluating.
Demanding, not demeaning. The fact that he said that twice on the show and he said it like 4 times last season, I'm out. That was my phrase. I've used it at work. I'm out.
It's a good soundbite, but it is like we can't use it all the time.
But Kelly is a politician. 100%. He's ours, He's working the politics for us.
My favorite thing about watching these like press conferences is that Brian Kelly has no qualms of like tripling down on a joke that nobody laughs about in the room.
He's smarter than everybody.
There's probably
That's
some little laughs that you don't pick up on the microphones. Like, I'm sure it's there a little bit, but sometimes he just doesn't give. He just won't let it go.
He is funny.
So funny.
He is funny.
I agree.
But you don't expect to laugh at him. And so I think it takes people a few minutes to be like, oh, he was kidding. All right. Who's going first?
Yeah, I don't know. Should we let the chat decide?
Can you pull up your computer so we can see the like?
Yeah, let's let the chat decide. So pick the order. We'll the first person that puts the order in there is what we're going to use. So we'll wait.
So we'll just literally do nothing until somebody does.
Wait. So are we gonna? It's not snake draft, right? Are we doing snake? Are we?
I gotta get my eyes.
No,
on
we're
this
not.
sheet.
We're not gonna do. Did they do snake on?
See, my question is that this table. My question is that
where's my table? If this is yours,
my question is that this table is just 1 through 25.
Wait, are we? Wait. Are we just doing a collective 25?
Yeah.
Are we each getting 25?
No, whoever
players?
picks first is the first player.
Oh, I thought we were like getting our.
I was 100% thought that we were in. I was in the same boat with Michael, but I saw this list right before we went live, and I just put it in my pocket. I was like,
we'll have plenty of players that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, no,
this is just going to keep going if we do it this way.
What we're doing is, let's say the first person to go in here. Everyone says Brett Mike Grant. That's back to back. They said Brett Mike.
Let's
Grant.
go!
All right.
Which shout out.
So basically,
I got
whoever Brett,
Jacoby and Guillory off the board.
Whoever Brett picks first, will go at the number 1.
You know he's not picking sharp.
I'm picking the third.
Okay.
And we're gonna fill in.
I get
so
it.
we'll know every third player is who you picked.
Okay.
And then when we get to the end, your list is still gonna have guys that we could.
I thought we were drafting 25 players each, and it's like, damn it!
They're off the board.
I wanted that guy,
No,
and so
we're compiling
like 20 to 25. It's like you're getting some freshmen.
When I pick my third guy, y'all might be like, "Damn, I had him at 10, but oh well, he's our pot of gold's 3 because Grant picked him."
Okay, tight. Oh, because you want to post this?
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm not. I don't need to.
Yeah, you can post it. All right, let's roll.
All right, so Brett.
As much as I like, I mean, I feel like I have to do it.
Who gave that order?
I'm not going to deviate and get everyone mad at me to begin with. So I'll start with Nuss as number 1.
Jack and Hugh went there.
Because again, I feel like my list is not going to be like necessarily the best player, the most productive. It's like a guy that I'm super interested in watching this season and seeing how it goes.
He's the most valuable for sure.
100%. I mean, Nussmeier, we go as Nussmeier goes.
100%.
If Nussmeier is actually hurt, it's a 8-4 hot seat type of year. Shit, maybe worse than that.
What? How are you spelling Nussmeier?
It's autocorrect.
Oh, that's from the no. I copied.
This ain't Twitter.
Copied.
I had Nuss at number 2. My number 1 was Harold Perkins, so that's who I'll put it at number 2 here as the second best overall player on the team.
Which, like, I'm not arguing with you, but obviously we need to like go back and forth on this some. I'm in the camp of like, this is the first year I'm not 100% in on like Harold Perkins has to be the best. Like, it's almost going to be extra. Like, his production is like, I'm more willing to be surprised by Harold Perkins than to just like go in beating the drum of like give him all the awards, first team All-American. Do I think he has that potential? Yeah, I'm just not like getting my hopes up.
That's fine. I'm on the opposite spectrum of Harold. I'm beating the drum.
I hope so. I
think
so.
we hired Lance Guidry, the DC of Miami, solely to focus on one player. And that player is now having reports out of 6 days of camp as being an absolute nightmare and very intentional.
So that's what I want.
I think, and again, I get it. Let's believe it when we see it. He's going off the edge a lot. He's getting a lot of practice on the edge.
Which is
he's
great.
More intentional at linebacker. He understands. He's not just trying to make plays. He's a Butkus winner. I think this guy is going to be elite. Anyway, and I'm not arguing that Garrett Nussmeier isn't more valuable. Nuss is the best player on our team. I understand that. Harold Perkins is right there. And I think it has everything to do with me expecting him this year to be the player that we have thought he could be the past 2.
My pick?
3.
I'm going to go with Whit Weeks.
Yep. I like that. I had 3.
It's got to be your 3. It's got to be your 3.
Yeah.
It's hard.
That is the 3. Was that your total 3 too?
No, he was actually my 2.
But the total 3, Weeks, Perkins, and Nussmeier.
That's got to be the 3.
Is those the 3 you had?
No, I had.
Okay.
I had someone else.
Okay, interesting. But you had those 3.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
that's the best 3 players on the team.
You can't not have those 3. Those, and I'm sure there's more stars now. I actually haven't bought NCAA.
Y'all are gonna probably pick. But anyway, we'll go.
Those are the 3 that get the star in the NCAA game. Like that. That's
well, this will be an interesting pick right here because there's 2 guys I think that are going to be picked back to back.
We'll see.
I want to go off the wall, but give me Aaron Anderson.
Yeah, that's
you got to do it.
That was my 4.
I really wanted to take another wide receiver because I'm more interested in him because I almost feel like we know what we have. Aaron Anderson is that guy last year where I was sitting here telling you I'm done getting my hopes up. Anything that he produces is going to be extra. I'm not beating the drum this year like I did the year before, and he came out and like far exceeded my expectations. There's a 15-minute or so video on YouTube that's essentially like every catch of the season for Aaron Anderson. He made so many more like big plays than you kind of remember.
Then he's housing punt returns at the end of the season.
Yeah,
like he got healthy and became a dog, clutch, go-to possession receiver, but also dynamic in the end zone, red zone, returning punts. Hopefully he's healthy. What is this?
I don't know. The knee.
I guess he's okay though, right?
He's fine. Relax. But yeah, I mean, I think Aaron Anderson's a big part of this offense. I think he's gonna.
It's a weird feeling with Anderson though, because although he's out right now, it's so deep in that room that we're like, it's okay. It's not like losing Jamar Chase, because obviously he'd be number 1. But as far as like that deep room, he's up top. He's the number 1 guy, and that's exciting to see years later after he's transferred in that he's stuck to the program. He's maintained his focus. He's a dog. I mean, I'm excited.
Nick Saban told him he should have stayed at Alabama.
Yeah, great. Have fun with DeBoer. So, number 5. Last night I kind of flipped these around, and Aaron Anderson was who I ended up with at 4. But I did for a little bit have had Caden Durham there. I think Caden Durham is going.
That's
my number 5.
That's your 5. Okay.
He's going to blow up this year. I think we're going to have a running game. Although
with Nuss out, we got to be able to run the ball.
I think Durham is a very, very, very good running back. He's going to be he's one of, if not the best back in the SEC for this year, projection wise. Anytime that's the point, that's the fact or the projection in the SEC.
Was pretty damn productive with dislocated toes, which again, no excuses. There's going to be injuries, but it's like
single-handedly
as a freshman,
won the South Carolina game for us.
As a freshman was very impressive. And it's one of those that like, it does kind of drive me nuts listening to like all these national shows, Andy Staples and all these guys where they're just like, 1, they couldn't run the ball. 2, they abandoned the run. And it's like, we didn't abandon the run. Like that's not really what happened.
We couldn't run.
Yeah, we couldn't run, but like,
and when we did, we decided to run with Josh Williams.
Yeah, we tried to run on 2nd down with the 2nd and 10.
We were running with fullbacks,
and so I don't know. It's been driving me nuts. It's like I don't know. Hopefully the running game is improved. It's like everyone was all on Brad Davis as this great O-line coach. Like I'm ready to see it.
It's very concerning. We'll get to that after this.
Is this 25. Is this everyone's top 5 so far?
Yeah.
Is this who you had in the top?
This
the
is
number
who,
2.
This is who I've had in my top 5, just in a little different order. But
Yeah, these are the top 5 players.
I
think
had Harold and Anderson flopped in
I
Durham
think
3.
my number 6 is the first curveball on my list.
Yeah, see, I want to take so many shots here
So,
that it's
and I
like
probably
Caden Durham
know
I kind of forgot about because it's like for me, I would rather talk about Harlan Berry.
Yeah,
And not to
I
say
get
that
him.
he's better,
No,
but it's
Harlan's-
like I'm like inching those
Harlan's
guys
in my
up.
25 somewhere.
All right, I'm gonna go with my pick.
Hold on,
here.
are we having
Okay.
problems with the audio
Yeah,
again?
well, somebody says, "Can you fix the audio?" But no one else is complaining about it.
Is it just a one person?
Like,
is it
I
the
mean-
same guy though?
No, it was someone different this time, but like
I mean, I don't know. It looks good.
it sounds fine.
I don't know. We'll
But I feel like more people would have said there was an issue.
All right, let me call Chip.
call him live.
All right.
I'm calling him live. Putting it on speaker.
Yeah,
Yes.
No one. It must be on your end. Yeah.
Yo.
no one-
Hey, I'm calling you live. Is there audio problems?
No. No, fine now. There was like a split second.
So they're doing it again. They're in the chat again. Are they? Can you
I
up?
mean, I have not had any issues with the audio, and I'm driving.
Okay, I appreciate you. That's all we needed.
Love you, Chip.
I'll unless it's happened in the last 10 seconds.
All right, appreciate you.
All right,
Later, man.
later.
RJ said it happened once, but it sounds fine.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
All right.
Caden
That's,
Durham.
that's Twitter's
All
fault.
right. Number 6. Y'all are probably gonna hate this one. I put a list together last night while watching the documentary, and I stuck to it. I didn't make any changes.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm gonna go with Trey Green at number 6.
Solid pick.
I mean,
Not my 6, but solid
right, I
pick.
figured
The
it's not
problem
gonna
is
be,
that no one's fucking talking about him.
Yeah.
Everything I
Always
see
I
is
just think
Bauer
he's so-
Sharp is sick.
I mean,
he made a one-handed catch yesterday, and he's fucking awesome. And I'm like,
Trey trying to block.
and Brian Kelly's
Yeah.
like, it's a leverage game, you know?
I just think
He
he's
could
I mean,
be the best.
he's a top 10 player on this team.
Mhm.
And I put him up there just because some of the other guys, probably defensive guys, if I had to guess where you guys rank next, but I just felt like he's a game changer
Yeah.
on this team, and that's just who
He's
I
going to be a red zone nightmare. He'll have a lot of TDs.
big TDs.
Big TDs.
Big fat TDs. I don't know if this is number 7, but I'm going Barry and Brown.
That was my next guy.
I mean, I
That
feel like
was
he
my
kind
next
of
guy.
has to be.
Yeah.
He kind of has to be.
I feel like he's going to be a just an electric spark plug to this offense, and we're going to be so lucky to have him.
It's like I obviously want Aaron Anderson to be awesome, 1 billion yards, whatever.
You're right. He has
But if
to
he's
be.
not playing, like
Yeah.
even if it's 3 weeks, even if it's like, well, maybe we get him back for Florida. I don't know. And the chemistry with Nuss aside, I don't know if there's going to be this huge drop off because of guys like Barry and Brown and other wide receivers that are going to be mentioned here in the next probably 15 picks. I don't know.
What do you keep peeking around for? What's
I'm looking at my list and where
where Barron was?
Yeah. Well, because I was telling you earlier, like about the transfers. I don't feel like I know enough. I mean, obviously, Barron.
Yeah.
He's
Have you watched his Kentucky tape?
my
It's-
second highest
he's
transfer,
nasty.
but I didn't have him in the top 10.
Yeah.
And that's fair. And that's fair. Maybe
I
he's
think it's
not.
just-
maybe, yeah, exactly. Maybe it's not. I'm
I do
counting
have
on
him
him.
as the second best receiver.
be number 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at the end of the year, if
Yeah.
we do this, yeah, like you
Could
know,
be. I mean, he's
That
a
would be
guy
fun.
that's electric. He is. What does he have? He set records last
Yeah.
year for punt returns and kick returns.
Yeah.
And we're not even putting him back there
I think
because
what
we're
it was
counting
too
on him
is
so deeply to be scoring touchdowns like crazy as a receiver.
yeah,
We're gonna like he is as great as Xavier Thomas was for us last year. By like he's got that electric speed. This dude has that, but he's got the wiggle. He's got
it's a little extra.
yeah.
It's
So-
more
I
of
think
like
it's a good
a
pick though. I do like that.
It's more of like it could be a dude in the NFL, not just like a good college dude.
So Barry and Brown was my next pick. So we're definitely aligned there. Trey Dez was 2 picks away. So Gabe Relaford is my number.
I knew
8.
one of them was coming off the board quick.
I think this D line is going to be nasty. I think they're very well coached. I think Peoples is absolutely, just an absolute expert. and training and developing defensive ends. Gabe Relaford is that modern, like new age hybrid D lineman that could be like beef up and put his hand in the ground and be a 3-tech, a 1-tech, whatever. But he's a defensive end and he's a natural. He can rush the passer, but he can also plug it up and have good run defense. I think he is very coachable. Everyone loves this kid. He's super talented. I think he has a breakout year.
I'm with you. The dude that, like you said, I mean, dude, I'm really excited about the defense.
The defense should be good.
It feels like the first time that we can say athletically, talent-wise, we are like up to par with what we should be on defense. Like, no disrespect to the Sage Ryans, the Major Burns of the world.
Yeah.
It's like you're just not going to be one of those super, super elite teams when you got 4 or 5 of those dudes sprinkled across your defense that are good players, not all SEC players.
Well, it's finally the season where we're not picking off transfers left and right to fill positions on the D line like a Gio Paez.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
he can eat reps. He can eat reps, guys.
It's a 5-star or, you know, depending on the service, defensive lineman.
Which, are they all the same service now?
Today, but like when Gabe Relaford, yeah. I think Gabe Relaford was like a 5-star.
Yeah, pretty
much.
He was
like a 5 on Rivals, a 4 on 2, 4, 7 on 3, whatever. But like Gabe Relaford is a dog, and he was a very highly rated recruit. We get him out of North Louisiana, we develop him, and now he's with Peoples and Kyle, and we've got Blake Baker like multiple years now. It's finally the year where the talent matches the coaching under this new regime. And so you expect the breakouts to happen with the very talented players.
On the same note of the D-line, my next pick, I'm going to go Don McKinley.
I figured, I wasn't sure if Relaford or McKinley was I knew you were picking one of them.
I had one in between those.
So the person I'm going to pick next probably is not. We can talk about Don McKinley, but like I feel like I'm itching to get this name out, and it flows well.
Player?
Yes,
let's name it and then we'll continue.
So I really want to talk about Bernard Gooden.
Okay, nice.
And I know that's not where everyone's going to go, and he's probably way too high, but all I can fucking hear about is how this dude is, which again could be maybe a bad thing about the offensive line.
What number is he? We're learning here.
I think.
Oh, yeah, I think he's 88.
I like it.
Okay, so let's.
But we can circle back to McKinley. I didn't mean to like shit on your pick.
No, that's great.
I think that's good.
That's
3 guys
diversity right there too, because
I know y'all didn't have him that high.
I didn't have Gooden that high. He's in my 25, but I didn't have Gooden that high.
But I can't stop hearing about him. It's what everyone's talking about.
He was the one guy though that I was like, him and the guy that I'm about to mention next are the 2 guys that I'm like, I believe it based on what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
But I've heard this before on some linemen that we entered the season. It's like,
this could look really dumb.
Bro's good.
Right.
But like, you know.
It is crazy that like Bro is just not like not even a thought.
Right. But he was very hyped.
And he was really good.
He plug and played as a freshman. And he did his job.
No, it could very well be that Gooden is not.
But no, he's a disruptor. He's in the backfield every play. That's all people are talking about is Bernard Gooden and Dominic McKinley.
Yeah.
I think based on hype of the first 6 days in camp, if you told me to name the 2 D tackles, it's those 2.
Yeah.
It's McKinley and Gooden. And Dominic McKinley comes in again, just like a Gabe Relaford, right? Both highly touted 5-star prospects, commit to A&M, both of them. Like, we got them to come back, stay home. We paired them up with good coaching. They played sparingly as freshmen. You could tell that there's something special about them, but they just don't have it yet. Both of those guys, Relaford and McKinley, are now understanding what they're supposed to do and tapping into that talent by excellent coaching. I think McKinley is going to be what we hoped. What's his face was?
Yeah, I know.
Zero.
Yeah. I was going to say the exact same. Mason Smith.
Oh.
Mason. Double A son.
I think that type of production and just road grader in the middle, that it's like, we got to go outside because McKinley's in the middle. Like
but can pass rush too.
Can pass rush. He just looks finesse. He doesn't look like nasty.
Yeah.
And he's just like like a bad attitude guy that's gonna fucking have like personal foul penalties thrown on him, etc. That's Gooden. I think Bernard Gooden is going to be that guy where like McKinley is going to be like your quiet like assassin that plugs the middle, and it's going to be sick. Gooden is from USF, South Florida.
Yeah.
He's a D tackle transfer. At the time, was the best D tackle in the portal, and it was one of our big gets. I remember when we got Gooden in Hulsey, it was like, okay, now we can start talking about playoffs because we got an actual D-line transfer that's legit, and we have a safety transfer that's legit. Gooden's a good pick. McKinley's a dog.
I think you're up though, Mike.
Yeah. I didn't know if y'all wanted to say anything.
Oh,
I'm with you.
I was gonna say just about Gooden is all you're hearing is that like he's jawing every play, getting in the guys' heads, but
because
also,
he's making plays.
Yeah, he's making plays, but they're like he's taunting, and to where it's going to be that point in the season where we're like, get off the field after a sack, and he's going to probably get a couple penalties.
I want it because I'm so
but
fucking
he's old,
Yeah. I'm so sick and tired of watching LSU get bullied. That I want to be the bullies again, and like a guy
set
like
the
that
tone early that you're a bully
who's going to talk shit, and like I'll take a 15-yarder in a game that maybe doesn't matter or we got in hand. Like I want to be the bad guy,
and he's quick too. They talked about like their speed package with these random guys that are on there. Gooden's one of those guys. Like he's I wouldn't say undersized, but like compared to McKinley, he's undersized. Smaller. But he's quick and he's strong and he's got fire. So that's our top 10.
Wow.
Nuss, Perkins, Weeks, Anderson, Durham, Tradez Green, Berrien Brown, Gabriel Relaford, Don McKinley, Bernard Gooden.
10% of them recruited by LSU.
Yeah, I mean,
like committed, only played at LSU.
Like just looking at Berrien Brown, Tradez Green, Caden Durham, and Aaron Anderson, it's like that's an offense.
We haven't even. There's still like so many wide receivers that could be sprinkled on this list.
All right, my turn at number 11.
Yeah,
I've got Patrick Payton. I think this is a guy at defensive end that is a product of a shitty environment at Florida State, and he just
what number
called it.
There he is.
But the year before, he was elite. And if Peoples can get Swinson to have stats and put up numbers like he did, wait until he gets his hands on Patrick Payton.
The new Moffitt.
I think Payton, like we're going to have so many pass rushers. You're going to have to deal with Gabriel Relaford, Harold Perkins, and Patrick Payton at the same time. And it can't just be like, oh,
and Whit Weeks is going to rush a few times.
Whit Weeks, but I'm saying like you're going to have rush up the middle with Gooden and McKinley. That one of those outside guys is going to feast.
Yeah, they're going to win.
So if it's not Perkins, if it's not Relaford, it's going to be Payton. And before his lousy season at Florida State last year, people were projecting him as a first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
Patrick Payton's my number 11.
Florida State went 1-11 last year. So
yeah, it was lousy.
Number 11, good pick. My number 12 is Ahmad Bro.
Wow.
That's high.
Look at this deal.
Reach.
I just think
as I took Gooden.
Wait, and while we're on Ahmad Bro, I'll let you say what you need to say.
No, you don't need to let me talk.
No, just about the number. I'm sure you want to get that off your chest.
It's disgusting.
16.
I think that's why he's low on my list, honestly.
You can't go from 9-3 to 16.
So I have Ahmad Bro there because I felt like he played out of the other freshman D linemen last year. I felt like he played the most significant snaps. And, you would see him in big moments like, who is 90, whatever, 93 or whatever, 92? Like, oh shit, that's the freshman Bro. Like, that's crazy. And he was doing like he wasn't always like dominating, but he was never in the wrong.
Yeah.
Wasn't getting yelled at. And so I feel like with him having Kyle Williams holding his hand this year, his old high school coach, right? He was his coach.
At Ruston. Yeah.
Yeah, at Ruston. And so, building that relationship now as his D-line coach or building off that relationship, I think, I think Bro could. And he's going to feed off the other guys around him that are going to be so talented.
So full transparency, I barely snuck Bro into this 25.
Yeah, he's a lot lower.
Now, this is where my argument is for that. And I appreciate your side of that. Like, that's a good argument. I get it. And I like Ahmad Bro. I'm not sitting here like a Josh Williams where, like, you don't need to put in the group chat, like, if he makes a sack, like, see Mike. Like, I get it. Like, Ahmad Bro.
I am going to miss that.
Yeah. Like, Ahmad Bro is good.
He's not going to show up on the stat sheet.
Remember when he scored a touchdown and he was like, even better person.
Yeah, even better person. Yeah. Yeah. It was fun in there. I don't want that to be an Ahmad Bro thing. I have nothing against Ahmad Bro. The reason I don't have him this high is because all of his selling points about why he's considered good is because he was able to do his job.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a lot more talent that doing your job isn't good enough anymore. And so he's going to have to elevate. And I don't know if I feel like he had to play defensive tackle, where maybe he was more natural at like the Gabriel Relaford defensive end that's bigger style. I don't know. I think he can do whatever he's asked to do. He follows direction. He does his job. He's dependable, etc. I think we're entering a season where we're going to have so much talent that you're going to have to do more than what's expected. And that's why he's good. And he's in my 25. He's just not my 12.
I'm pretty much in the exact same boat as you. My turn?
Yeah.
What position is your next pick? Because I'm very corner. God, then okay, maybe my guy will get back.
No, you're gonna pick a receiver, which I probably should.
I want to do that too, but I think I'm just gonna take AJ Halsey.
Okay, that's a good listen. He's in my top.
That was my next pick.
I think there's guys I really want to take.
What number is he?
I do not know.
13?
He is 13.
Yeah.
Ton of experience. Can it be that we have a fucking safety back there again? Like this is maybe even more like wishful thinking.
He should be your top 13, 15 player on the roster.
Yeah. And so it's like, again, could this be a reach? And maybe it's like, guys, of course the guy from Houston's maybe not as good to step into the SEC, blah, blah, blah. I'm more just like wishing this one into fruition. But you're hearing like a ton, like Moscona was just like gushing over this dude about how he like looked the part. And was not phased by anything. Looks like he's been a 3-year starter, all that. So I'm buying into that hype.
Yeah, no, I'm buying it too. I didn't have him that high, but it's because this exercise I went back and forth on like what am I hoping for, what do I expect, etc. I think AJ Halsey is going to be great, but I also think Mansour Delane is going to be really good. And
I had him right in this range.
I think this defense as a whole is improving, and we're hearing a lot about the D-line and not a ton about the DBs, other than the fact that like, oh yeah, Delane's going to start like wherever it may be. Like he's either going to be a nickel or he's going to be the corner. Ashton Stamps apparently is starting to perform. He ain't in my 25. So I'll
break in there. Quit asking.
Right, so quit asking there. Delane has been consistent. He actually had a great game against Clemson last year. You can go back and watch him at Virginia Tech. I'm a guy that was going to go to the draft, decided to come back. I think you're going to see one of the best players on our roster at corner, and that's what's going to be such a difference in this season is we finally have someone seasoned there that's athletic enough to make plays in the SEC. It's almost as wishful thinking as AJ Halsey, but I think those two together, like AJ Halsey and Mansour Delane, if those two hit as a transfer portal addition, yes.
You need one of the two. Honestly, like if one of those two turn into being a legit guy, we're in a really good spot.
Yes.
I think we'd be better off if it's Delane.
I agree.
Yeah, if we have a lockdown corner, with what we have,
that we have enough pieces at safety this year.
Then you can just like take the lumps with a pick.
And I think also it's like,
but Halsey's going to make a tackle.
Can Halsey be worse than a tackler than Sage Ryan?
No, he made all conference.
Right.
Sage Ryan, Gilbert, those clowns,
Burns,
they're not going to Houston and making all conference. Yeah. Like they still play teams.
Yeah. It's me, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
My next pick, y'all are gonna hate this one. Going with Bauer Sharp.
That's exactly who I was going to take.
Really?
I was trying to see if I could get Bauer Sharp. Not even because, I'm not.
It's similar to my
Sharp was my number 20.
I just think from the amount of shit that we are getting told that he is going to play a much bigger
looks
part
good.
in this offense than we're anticipating. That's
and-
kind of
and-
where I
and
land.
Think
on
about
that.
it. Who is Nuss hanging out with? Away from
Weeks.
football.
Weeks, and that's based on
the white guys.
I love the Weeks brothers, but watching that Netflix show, I'm just like, these guys are dumb.
Yeah, the good thing they're good at football.
Yeah, dude, West catching that quail or catching
Oh,
the dove.
that was great.
He's like,
Yeah.
how cool would that have been? Yeah. No, Bauer Sharp, I'm excited about him. I think he's obviously talented. And he's gonna have to, like, there's no one else. Like, Trey'Dez Green's gonna be in there to do one job.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in there to clean up everything.
No, you
else,
need your
know?
white. You need your typical. Like,
And we haven't had this guy. We haven't had a Bauer Sharp.
it's Brian
since-
Kelly. You're
since-
gonna
what
have
I'm
a
saying
white
is
tight end.
we haven't
he's gonna be
had-
awesome.
but we haven't had like this big white sharp tight end since
Last year?
Foster.
Since, well, yeah, kind of.
No, Taylor wasn't. He was finesse.
What do you mean? Well, like, what is your difference between
Like just a guy that can really block and potentially catch.
A
Like
dual
Yeah.
threat,
like a
tight
dual
end.
threat tight end.
So you thought Mason Taylor was way more of a pass catcher?
He blocked well enough.
Yeah,
Better than Green will ever block.
yeah.
But I thought Mason Taylor was a more talented pass catcher and
I think we're
producer.
we're hopeful that his blocking. I feel like we're making
Yeah.
Bauer Shop a blocker because he's white.
Yeah,
Where like
right.
he was
bigger.
also a quarterback at Southeastern. So like we,
But so is what's his name? For the Taysom Hill.
I
He
get
was
it.
a quarterback, but yet he's probably the best blocker on the Saints or
listen,
was.
I like Bauer Sharp. I think he's going to be good. Like the reports are that he showed up on campus and was all in, and he's balling out. So I'm very excited about it. I just don't know if I'm ready to crown him as like this elite blocker.
I agree. I'm not saying we are. I'm just saying we don't have a choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's all you got.
I just
We
think
don't
he's
have a
going to
choice.
play a much bigger role in the offense than we think.
Yeah,
I have to go Chris Hilton.
yeah.
I have to go Chris Hilton here. I've been scrolling, trying to figure out someone else to take, and anyone else I take in this spot over Hilton feels like disingenuous.
Yeah,
like,
it's the next guy that I'm about to pick was above Hilton, but it's a reach.
I don't want to keep saying names and like muddy the waters.
No,
but like, there's
Hilton
people,
was my next guy after. the
Is
guy
it a
I'm about to
receiver you're about to say or no?
say. No,
but it's like if Chris Hilton is healthy, again, there's a
he
ton
could
of
be top
talent.
10.
Yeah,
He should be if he's.
If we did this list again at the end of the year, I would not be surprised if Hilton's a top
we've
10.
seen flashes of Hilton being an absolute dude. It's just not very often.
It's not very often, but we saw it at the end of the year. If you took the last 3 games of the season and had that every week this
Yeah.
year,
Yeah, it's a totally different offense
Hilton's
last
top
year.
4.
Yeah.
But
So I feel like I couldn't not take him. in
he's
this
an
spot.
elite talent. I'm excited to see what. Look, going into the season last year before he never arrived, kind of a similar situation. Fall camp, it was like this dude is killing it. Like Chris Hilton looks different. He's healthy finally, etc. And that was last year. Fast forward to season, obviously was out the majority of the year, 90% of the season, but that last 10% was pretty elite, and a cheat code, and it opened the offense up. So I think not only is he going to be a threat as a deep threat, but he's going to be such a factor in opening up this offense.
Can I say something that's extremely concerning to me?
what?
We haven't even thought about an offensive lineman.
Yeah, it's a problem. Bauer Sharp so far is our best blocker.
Like that's
But also,
massively concerning.
we just ran off 7 straight defensive players before.
Yeah,
Sharp.
that's nice.
no, I legitimately
we would not have done that a year or two. The last 2
now
or 3
now
years,
if the
like-
defense isn't like a huge step up,
Yeah.
I'm fading
should-
on our boy Baker. But like I give you a pass for year 1. You didn't
Yeah.
have the talent. Like
This is the year.
But like I fully expect us to not. It's not just like, oh well, their offense is good enough to get by with that defense. Like I fully expect us to have a good defense.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
there's
not
going to be games
elite.
where like the defense won that for us.
Yeah, teams
Yeah.
are going to score points on us. Teams score on every defense in the country. But like I don't think the defense is just going to consistently lose us games and just like give up massive plays.
I think we're at the point in the list where shit's about to get wild.
Yeah, we're
Go-
now we're
yeah.
now we're in
Go-
we're in some
go ahead.
flyers.
What?
It's yours. I think.
Yeah, I know. This is a hopeful pick, and I feel like if things go to plan with how I'm falling asleep at night, DJ Pickett will be one of our best players.
Didn't want to say his name because of Muddy.
Wow.
But I wanted to take
it. It was Pickett Hilton.
It felt wrong to just go DJ Pickett over Hilton. I had to take Hilton.
What number?
3? Is
3.
he not?
Yeah.
Oh, missed him.
Right next to
right next to Hilton. 3-3.
That's
really
crazy to you.
I really wanted to take.
It's a reach for me.
It is a reach.
It is
because
he's not even
just
starting.
Wait until you get back to a couple of mine.
Yeah.
He's in my top 25. I will say that.
And that's a testament to how good his film is and his rankings.
He's in my top 25.
Everyone is saying like he looks different. He's gonna be a dude. It took Patrick Peterson half a season to get playing time. Like it's gonna take time for him to beat out Ashton Stamps. Let's put it that way.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Pickett is a guy who has a massive like ceiling. Could he? He could come in and again, probably not against Clemson week 1, but he could be a legitimate like starter freshman all SEC, like big time player for us.
But we're not. I think Moscona literally said this. He's like, we're not putting him in the little shallow end of the pool. Like we're throwing him to the wolves, and he's manning up against Chris Hilton and Nick Anderson.
He's a long, rangy dude. He's fast.
He could be a Grant Delpit guy who just kind of comes in as a freshman. You're like, holy shit! Like this dude is not like the game's not too fast for him. He can play.
He's a gamer.
That's kind of how I envision like Pickett is being like that.
And so you could have Pickett and Delane and Halsey by the end of the year.
But it's not fair to expect a 5-star player.
DJ Lagway, what a bitch!
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay,
good for him that like he took all of Florida's money. Like he's their entire team. And
how about Tebow just having a pool session with Mertz?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck
Mertz
was that?
So
wait,
weird.
you know what I didn't realize until that was he got drafted. I didn't know Mertz was drafted.
I thought you meant Tebow. Like,
no. Notice they didn't put what round he got drafted in.
I figured it was 7, but
it was the 6th. It was the 6th.
I know. I'm with you. I saw that and I was like, "What the? Okay."
That was very surprising.
Good for him. But
anyway. I love how Tebow before they got out the pool though, he's like, "Miami's a big one."
Yeah. Don't get concussed or anything.
You do know that Wisconsin boy. All right.
So okay, y'all might judge me on this one. I'm going with Jack Pyburn.
That's exactly who I was going to take.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just feel like sticking with the Bauer Sharps, the Jack Pyburn.
Pyburn and Sharp. I had 1920.
Yeah, they're basically the Weeks brothers, but transfer.
So what do you like about Pyburn? And I like him a lot.
I just like his.
Did you hone in on him when you were watching the Netflix show? Where you're like, "Where's 44?" He was in there.
Oh, I didn't.
Always hyping it up.
I like his energy. I think that's the main thing. I think he's going to be probably one of the bigger energy guys of the defense. Him and Weeks kind of feeding off each other, and obviously Perkins. I think he's going to have a different attitude out there this year. But I think Pyburn is taking that leadership role on the D line. But I think because again, we just look at all the other D linemen we named in front of him. If they're taking on blocks and taking up people, like he's going to make plays. He's going to be a do your job guy as well. But like that's valuable in some of the shit we do on defense is like, if you do your job, you're going to be in the right place at the right time and you're going to make plays. Like we don't need him to get 10 sacks. We need him to set the edge and,
I feel like if you have a rotation, some like Relaford, Peyton, Pyburn, in some form or fashion at defensive end, that's a good rotation. That's a good 3 of a balance of experience, of talent, of different strengths there. So yeah, very exciting for Pyburn.
I got to take Harlan Berry here.
Wow.
He was my next pick.
I'm like literally searching.
That's awesome.
Did I miss?
I thought
someone?
I'd be the only one taking him in the top 15.
And again, like,
I didn't even
is
have
it not fair to Caleb Jackson? Probably not. But like again, I'm thinking about like going into next year.
Caleb's not my 25.
Could he not be if he could just do half of what Durham did?
The fact that Kelly's going out and being like, we're going to have to play him.
Yes.
It's not because, like, I get it where there's a depth thing going on there, but what he brings to the table as elite speed, elite tangibles, and like just running back instincts, we haven't seen this probably since Darius Geis. Like this type of elite running back instinct type of guy, but he can also catch the ball out of the backfield. He's like a pass.
We're going to see him catch like 3 swing passes in the first like month and a half of football. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, like he's here. Like this guy's making plays.
I like that pick a lot.
I'm worried about it. I'm worried about his size. I didn't have him in my top 25. I had him probably. I didn't even make the next list, but I was like, I can't put him there because I haven't seen him enough. He's not
Bauer Sharp. You've seen plenty.
Well, no. He hasn't played a snap of college football, so I'm like,
yeah, he's been playing. If he was Country Day, if I knew, Michael, where was he at?
Dunham, right?
No.
Yeah,
no. Harlan Berry was at a New Orleans school. And it was very small. It was
who was that?
It was like St. Michael. St. Michael's Baton Rouge, right?
No.
Is that New Orleans?
Episcopal. Was it?
Oh God! Check
St.
the
Martin?
chat.
I'm looking. St. Martin Episcopal.
St. Martin Episcopal. Okay. Like that's all he's been playing, right?
What I'm saying is he's also not a 220 or 215 pound running back. He's 185, 190.
I think he's 200, right?
I'm looking.
I mean, soaking wet, maybe. So, and I know like
he's listed at 190 on LSU Sports.
Yeah.
And so, like, I know, Durham wasn't that big last year, and you saw what he could do. So, I don't know. It was just hard.
He's not going to be a big guy ever.
I think he's going to be a star. Like he's going to be a star at LSU. I'm just not ready.
I think
to commit to the top 25 to put him in the quarter of the team.
No, but I think a Harlan Berry ceiling, or I think what you can what my hope for Harlan Berry is we just signed the next Jahmyr Gibbs. We just signed the next, Devon Achane.
I agree.
Small guy, quick.
Never going to be the guy who's first, second, and third down back, but he is the guy who you put in to
can take it to the house from the backfield anytime he touches the ball. I think he's going to be elite. He's going to have catches and plays this year. I don't know how much, but I agree. He's definitely in our 25. I'm going with Xavier Thomas here. I think Xavier is he did his job, kind of like an Ahmad Bro situation. So he's in this range here for me. Elite speed. I think Barry and Brown is like the better version of a Xavier Thomas.
Yes.
But that's speaking to how good Barry and Brown is and not what I'm hopeful for. And Xavier Thomas is like a guy that literally was underrated, balled out at Mississippi State, and worked his way up to LSU. And at LSU, he performed. If he would have held on to that ball against Ole Miss, like what an elite, like the ball barely touched the bottom, like the tip of the ball barely touched the bottom of the ground. Like he was so elite in that Ole Miss game. Having him in the backfield, every time we did it, it was either a touchdown or a first down. And we only did it like 5 times. I feel like he has to be more involved in the running game and kind of that motion speed option type of stuff. Xavier Thomas is a good player, kind of controversial in the top 20, but I think he's a sick athlete. He's got experience.
We're kind of just guessing at this point of like who's going to.
I had Harlan Berry right there, So,
yeah, it was tough. I probably could have put Thomas in my top 25. I didn't have him in my top 25.
Disgusting.
The other
Xavier and Harlan.
He's not my next person.
Who the fuck's on your list?
My next person on my list is. We're finally, after we get through 20 players, I'm putting Tyree Adams on the board, our first offensive lineman.
Mike's face. Mike's appalled.
Here's the deal.
Over Harlan Berry?
Yeah. I mean, no, listen, if our starting left tackle is not in our top 24, we have an issue. And I still kept him off. Because I don't know this guy.
I added a couple at the very end here.
I put like linemen in this list.
I do have one. It's not him.
I know.
Unfortunately.
I did it only because I was like, man, we can't have, and not that we were picking like teams, but I was like, one of these guys it's got to be one of the best. But
he should be. I don't know a thing about Tyree Adams other than he's been training, behind Will Campbell, and he's the plug and play at left tackle. I don't know anything about him. All I know is our O-line sucks right now.
Yeah, I mean, this was before, all the fiasco of this afternoon. Too,
yeah, so bump him down.
Probably would have changed.
It was his fault. That's what I heard.
Anyway, yeah. Brett.
I'm 100% sure
There's no shot you have the same guys.
no, there's no
Kelly.
shot that this person was on y'all's top 25. I just really want to talk about Juwan Johnson.
That's my next guy. That's 15.
Let's go.
That's 15, dude.
I thought I was gonna
There's
take
no
him.
shot.
I thought I was gonna take him way earlier, but
Damn.
it's just very interesting.
He's involved a lot.
What are
it
we?
seems like there's
What position is he?
Athlete, quarterback,
Athlete.
running back, whatever. Apparently, out of all the sickos we have on this roster, Brian Kelly wants to find a way to get this dude the ball.
Exactly, and like the Tyree Adams media little 6-minute interview.
Mhm.
Again, all these people keep asking about this dude, which means that they're seeing him and like, is this what is Russell Shepard going to do in this
Yes.
offense? Is exactly how I feel.
Hmm.
But like someone asked about to Adams about Juwan Johnson, and he literally like lit up and was like smiling. It's like, seriously, like I know it's crazy, but like he's one of the best athletes out there.
He's one of our best players.
And so it's like
We just got to find a way to get him the ball.
yeah, and that makes me feel and but then another weird thing is Brian Kelly's like, yeah, but we didn't redshirt him last year, so we may try. And you're like, well, one, why the fuck didn't we redshirt him last year?
Yeah. We had to give him his TD.
And B,
But yeah, that's what he was
B-
talking about, right? Who is he talking about getting him?
I haven't heard the press conference.
Someone he said he's going to play 4 games. It's a matter of will he play 5?
yeah, that was him. He's
It
talking
was
about
Really?
will he? Yes.
Oh, wow. I thought Juwan was going to be heavily involved in the red zone.
That's what I'm
it was
saying.
Juwan.
It's
so
weird.
He said
It's
he
weird.
said it in the press
Huh.
conference. He said Juwan Johnson's going to play 4 games this year. It's a matter of will he play
Yeah.
5?
Because you
And
said
so that's
he's
why I'm
we
like,
didn't
okay, well then
redshirt
he
him
can't.
last year.
So I didn't have my top 25 either from hearing that alone.
He
No.
likes him at quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird.
Because he said something recently about like, or was it?
Then why would he
Sloan?
redshirt him? Like,
Exactly.
I don't know. That is strange. But it was either Sloan or Kelly over the summer said something early in the summer about, well, something about like our offense is going to go with what who we have, right? Like, we have Nuss right now, but who's to say we wouldn't like run the option with a different quarterback?
Yeah.
It's like, is he talking specifically about Juwan Johnson? Like,
Are we
that-
about to be Oregon?
yeah, like, but I think he likes him with the ball in his hands and being in command. I think he likes him at quarterback. So I like Juwan's pick there. He was my number 15. My next guy here is Nick Anderson.
Yeah.
I think
I knew he was on the list somewhere.
he's got to be somewhere.
He was
Now,
on
he
mine.
didn't practice the first practice, so he didn't get the initial glow up like everybody else had.
What number?
I think he's number
There
4.
it is.
But since then, he's been a staple with the ones, and he's this just solid guy. He looks the part. He had an injury at Oklahoma, so he didn't play a lot last year. Year before, he was lights out. I think he should I expected him to come in and be one of our best. I think Barry and Brown and Aaron Anderson are our best. Nick Anderson should be that next guy. Besides Hilton, I apologize. Hilton's before him. The next guy should be Nick Anderson on paper. We didn't see it early in the first couple practices. Apparently, he's now shown up and he's rolling. So we'll see. We know Nuss is out for the foreseeable future, so I don't know who's going to be throwing Nick Anderson the ball, but yeah, he's my where are we at? 23. Wow.
23.
He
yeah,
was my
so
16.
This is I guess our last one. If we're we can keep going, obviously, but like
let's
There's a
let's
couple.
talk
There's
about
gonna
who's
be
on
some
our list.
honorable
Yeah, yeah.
mentions and stuff.
So 24 for me. Going back with the O line, I'm going to go Braylon Moore.
Mm.
I
I have one O lineman in my
It's
25.
not- yeah, I was
not
gonna say,
I thought-
Tyree or
yeah.
Braylon.
yeah,
so I'm going with him.
I'll let you take that one.
I'm going with Moore because it
We're
sounds
not gonna
like
make it there.
he's the only one that like his position's locked. I mean, the tackles are, but like he's like, oh, he's. The
I
center,
do like
you
that
know?
pick. I do like that pick.
Um,
Because we're very hopeful in a few of these. I'm very hopeful
and it
that
could
Braylon
be,
Moore hits.
and it's like the O line is not there. I feel like it's the guards. The guards are probably having a much tougher time because if Moore was able to just slide there, then that tells me he understands what he's doing.
Yeah.
And
And he's a fifth-year
and
guy.
now they're
or
just having
something.
issues communicating to keep up with this nasty D line that we have.
Yep.
But I feel like, yeah, he's an older guy, played at Power 5, Power 4 school. Braylon Moore, center.
Actually, yeah. If you don't pick the guy that's next for me, Weston Davis is my final guy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're kind of at the end to go through it. So, like, there's two wide receivers that I wanted to pick and talk
Okay,
about.
good.
So I'll just shit on both of them now. Kyle Parker, pretty much every time
Didn't even
Brian
think
Kelly
about him.
speaks, he's like really like Kyle Parker.
Mhm.
So that one makes me think it's like, is that a guy we're probably going to see a little bit more than
That's
we're
your
thinking
next
right
pick?
now? Yeah, I mean, if we want to just keep going, I can just stay on the one. It doesn't
Just
matter.
throw 'em.
But I also wanted to just like mention Destin Hill because it seems like we're hearing things about, and again, there's only one ball and 8,000 receivers. So it's like some of these guys may not really sniff the field that much, but feels like I see his name popping up a bunch also.
Yeah. So 25 is Kyle Parker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's technically 25. I'm not numbering the net. I'm just going to put
Oh,
because I don't
gotcha.
have it formatted that way.
Gotcha. Okay. Kyle Parker, yeah, sick catch against UCLA. Got hurt after that, right?
Yeah.
We didn't see him again. A guy I see a lot, like randomly on my feed, like training videos. He's always working, with those.
Is he a furry?
He's not a furry, but we'll see.
I'm getting a lot of that on my feed.
The next guy, my guy that I have that I would have had last, or Devon Keys.
Yeah.
Is the next on the list.
Yep.
Came on late last season.
Number
Devon Keys,
43?
Yeah, he's in the 40s, I think.
42.
Oh, so close.
Came on late. I think he's another one of those young freshmen that's now entering his second year.
Just quietly played awesome.
Yeah, played great. The Weeks brothers were starting the first day of practice. I think Keys rotated in late, and then since then they said he's been lights out the past few days. So I don't know if that was just like a motivation thing or what, but Keys is going to play a lot. And he's getting better and better. I think with the linebacker coach and DC of Blake Baker, all of your linebackers you have to assume will continue to improve. If you can build upon how he finished last season, Keys should be a dog. So that's my last guy. But I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 that were in my top 25 that we didn't say.
Yeah. Yeah, we should all probably have a few here. My next
I have
guy,
none. This is my exact list.
my next guy's it's tough because
We already said, can we get rid of Weston Davis? We said Weston
Yeah,
Davis.
I think you just throw Weston Davis in right there.
And Destin Hill,
we can,
right?
Yeah, sure.
Shit. We'll do those. I mean, we can honorable mention those. I mean, my next one was going to be Jacoby and Guillory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone that I feel like haven't heard much from.
Yeah. Jacoby and Guillory. Yeah, I mean, 5-star D tackle coming out of high school.
Yeah.
A guy that like literally became an absolute man with all of his years here at LSU, like going from listening and watching some of his recruiting video interviews to like now it's like this is a grown-ass man. You have to think he's going to take to coaching. He's going to be giving it all he's got. He's always been one of those high energy guys. Like I remember, what was it, 2 years ago, where we were just like, hey, like someone's got to help this dude out. Like he is out of control. So hopefully Guillory can hone that energy in to productivity and just be sick and be in that rotation, because all of those guys are going to have to be fresh. And if you can rotate like 40 tackles just routinely throughout one drive, and not have a big drop off, you're going to have some serious,
and you're just
like,
going to have you're going to have injuries. Like
you're going to have injuries, but like fourth quarter, we're going to be so fresh,
Yeah,
and we're going to finish games with that depth.
Okay, that was me. Did you have any?
Well, my next guy's Damian Ramos. No,
solid pick.
Honestly, I feel I've been like scrolling. I think I would take West Weeks here because I think that's like
it's
the last guy I see seeing like significant snaps of in this like.
I got one that's along the same lines that you're gonna be like, oh, I forgot about him. But keep going, keep talking about Wes.
No, I mean,
he can catch Dove.
Hopefully he can catch a Dove and just make a bunch of tackles for us. So it's like, I don't know. I just think he's going to be playing a lot. So I can't keep skipping him.
Yeah, no, I think the Weeks brothers are going to be staples of the defense. Obviously, Witt's going to be a dog. I think West is going to rotate with whoever at linebacker, Keys, etc. I think they're going to spell each other. It's not going to be like, a Keys show or a weak show. I think you're going to have a good balance there. When West is in, you're going to feel comfortable. I think he's just a leader of the team. He's, one of the old guys. That's always good to have. Good experience. My next guy is PJ Woodland.
Yeah, I was looking at those. I couldn't decide which one. Like, there's that group of the Woodland Stamps, like that group where you're like,
Woodland,
I don't really know which one I'm going to pick.
I'm out on Stamps. I think Woodland has more upside, and I think he's put on enough weight now, and he's making plays. He could start at that nickel. He's just rangy. He's quick. I like Woodland. Grant, who's your next guy?
Dang, wait, I think
oh no, he's not a freshman.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, we ran out of everyone I had on my list.
Can I say someone that I hope is on the Hope is here?
Wait,
I have one more guy
before y'all
that was
take
in
it,
my 25.
I have this guy was not in my top 25. It would have had to have been
This
someone,
was number 25 for me.
Should I just name
Name it.
Yeah, shit on it.
I'm gonna go with Tamarcus Cooley.
Wasn't the guy, but I like that.
Yeah.
That's a hopeful pick. If that dude's a dog,
Because
I'll see Cooley.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear he's getting a lot of reps too, so it's like
North Carolina State, right?
I just
Yes.
yeah, I just don't.
I like the name.
Yeah,
See,
cool name.
we know this roster.
Better than you. The person I would want to be here is Carius Kern.
Like that was his boy.
Yeah, I had Kern at 26.
Yeah, I don't know. He may not play, but
No,
I want
listen.
him to be that guy.
Kern is athletically the best lineman we have. I think it's just like this dude was pushing 425 or whatever at bench press, repping
Ran
that
out of
5
weights.
times. It can also do a backflip.
Ran out of weights.
Like sick athlete, gonna be playing as a freshman, may not start obviously, but going to be in there. I don't know. Hell, with the way this O-line's being talked about
It's
right
anyone's
now,
game.
he could play.
He'll
And-
break in.
And Kelly talks about that a lot. He's like, I'm looking to see those 2s and 3s, and like who we can depend on is that number 6 guy that rotates in. Kern is that guy right now. Yeah, love that pick. My actual 25 on my list was Tylen Singleton. Singleton has been catching a lot of good comments these past 2 weeks as somebody rotating in with Harold Perkins and somebody that's filled out, highly rated recruit out of Manny. I think he wears a bad number. It's like 46.
Yeah, he does wear 46. Okay, got it.
Really fast dude, kind of a safety type that bulked up and is playing linebacker. I think
Where was
he's
he from?
Manny.
Manny. He was a quarterback too, wasn't he? Or am I making that up? Or maybe they had no. Their quarterback went to USC.
They
right?
had
Miller Moss.
They had another linebacker that was the coach's son that went to USC. The white dude. I forgot his name, but he
Noah.
No.
Not him.
no.
Yeah. We do have a guy on our team named Noah something.
But Singleton was the younger player on that team that we actually signed. But the dude that went to USC actually transferred already to Ohio State. And then I think he transferred again, if I'm not wrong. I could be mistaken, but he's not at USC anymore. I forgot what his name was. Grant, you're up.
Oh,
Last pick.
let's just
Round it out.
Yeah. Everybody gets one more.
No.
Last pick.
I want to talk about
who
Jaden Breaker.
No.
Javion Toviano.
That's
Oh,
one I
here
wanted
it
to
is.
put on the list.
Here it
that I
is. I've heard
couldn't.
good things here. Collage Cobbins.
Like it.
They're talking about him. Really. What number is he? 48. Weird number.
Not a good number.
Not a good number.
If we keep going, we
dude,
gotta
they keep-
fucking put Caleb Jackson on the list, guys.
Jackson's in this range.
No,
Jackson's in the
Like,
35.
we fucking have to.
So I'm putting Collage Cobbins. They keep talking about him being in our NASCAR package, like over
Mhm.
some of the other guys you would think. Like I think it's him and Peyton
Yeah.
and Gooden and
Pyburn.
yeah, and I guess Relaford
That
could be
is
in there
that
too.
is
But
a
like,
NASCAR package.
but I'm like, dang, is Cobbins like tearing it up like that, rushing the passer right now? Like that's
Yeah, I think
that's
Relaford's
good.
more of the beef package.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like I've thought Collage the Kalaji Kitchen.
Destrehan.
Keelan Moses.
He should get an NIL deal.
Collage is from Destrehan.
Yeah, big Destrehan.
Sign me up for all the Destrehan guys.
Always.
But no, let's look at this. Let's count how many in the top 25 or 4 did we have on each side of the ball. Yeah, I know we weren't like trying. Let's see. We had on offense, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. We literally split it down the middle, offense and defense, in the 20.
That's
in the top
balance,
24.
boys.
Balance. We just need 5 more on the offensive line.
Now
Do
we
you
also
have another pick, or that's it? That was it, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's a good list. But we have a top 25 or a 24, whatever the case may be. We agreed on the top 5. I think we probably agreed on the top 10 as like that would be other than Gooden, huh? You didn't have Gooden in your 10?
me.
I didn't have Gooden in my 10 either.
I didn't have Gooden in my.
Did you?
Looks like he probably shouldn't be. I just got a
don't
little
know.
excited. I didn't want anyone else to take him.
I don't know. The next 4 picks,
But
5
I
picks
also-
are all
I
hopes.
just every day on my YouTube feed, there's like another video about like unblockable, which again makes me terrified about the O line.
Yeah.
But it's like, could this dude be that guy?
It's possible. That was a fun exercise.
I enjoyed it.
But at the same time, I feel like I talked through all of my talking points for the actual rest of the podcast. Like we talked about Lance Guidry being hired specifically for Harold Perkins. That's huge. I don't know why we're not talking about that more. We talked about Weston Davis and Braylon Moore. Those are the only 2 guys that I've heard are having decent camps. Barian Brown and Destin Hill. Destin Hill showing out first week of camp. Pleasant surprise. Edna Carr. I mean, imagine having Hill and Anderson on there checking it. Like those Carr recruits are going to eat that up.
Sign me up.
Tylen Singleton getting involved. Jaden Breaker passing the eye test. I'm huge on Breaker just physically.
Yeah. Great.
Sorry,
name.
I'm scrolling Twitter to make sure there's no news.
Jawan Johnson being involved a lot.
Jelani Watkins.
Jelani Watkins at punt returner. Like apparently,
Is that a thing?
I think
With
he's,
all these
with
dudes
all
we
these
have,
guys,
he's gonna go
Watkins-
out there and fucking drop it against Clemson. I swear to God, if that happens,
I,
and we see another fucking muff punt in the first week of the season.
I'm not sure. I don't think you're going to see a muff, and I don't think you're going to see Watkins week 1.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if Barian Brown isn't your like number 1 or number 2
Yeah.
wide receiver, you just got.
Did Xavion return punts last year at all?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think so at some point.
Did.
Yeah.
I know he was on kickoff more, and then
No, he
Anderson took
returned
over.
punts.
But Anderson took over both, right?
I don't.
Or did he not do punts?
Anderson did punts too.
A little
Okay.
bit, but I feel like Xavion was the.
Or was it Javin Nichols? Or
Nichols definitely had some competition. So the only 2 things that we haven't touched on that we went through from the top 25. Let's talk a little bit about the D-line recruiting right now. Like
Crushing it.
that's blowing up. Like that's on all the headlines. You've got Richard
Kyle Williams.
Kyle Williams is recruiting like an ass right now, like a good ass.
Like a
Ooh.
fat ass.
You've got this last dude we got,
Tackett Curtis. Thanks, Chip.
Tackett
Damn.
Curtis. Chip in the chat with Tackett Curtis.
Chipping
That
chat,
is,
baby.
he probably knew that immediately.
Oh, I know he did. I know he did.
immediately.
I was not listening, but I would.
He
not
was
have
probably
got
hitting
that.
his horn in his car. Fucking
Tackett
Tackett
Curtis. The name
I hope he's
slipped my
home
mind.
now with being in the
Yeah.
chat.
The name totally slipped my mind, but that is exactly who it was. Deuce Gerald's, this last dude that we got. If we can, like, here's the deal.
Is that the Oregon, like the big Oregon steal?
like,
Yeah.
Oregon
But he's got-
steal.
Again, I'm still
But
trying not to
he's a
get my
Georgia
hopes up
kid.
here.
No. He's from Baton Rouge. He was.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. His dad went to Scotlandville
Oh,
and then
I thought
went
you were
and
gonna say
played
Scotland.
and then went and played at Ole Miss. He is a center at Ole Miss. Like
are we
I
worried?
think in
there?
05.
Okay.
And
05.
yeah, when I saw that, I was like, damn, he had him, I guess, when he was in school. But yeah, he was a center in Ole Miss for a few years, but all of this kid's family still lives in Baton Rouge.
Oh,
Like his
really?
aunts and uncles all live in
So
Baton
my
Rouge.
thing was like, he's elite. Like if you
Yeah.
watch his videos and stuff, the only reason he's not like the consensus like top 10 5-star D tackle, he's a little undersized. He's in that Relaford like tweener role.
Yeah.
My only thing with this is like this dude's so elite. how is Kirby not like doing everything in his power to keep this Georgia kid home? Like Georgia's not even on his list. So is this like a money play where LSU gets him and it's just to up the ante because he wants to stay home and go to Michigan? Like, is home really Baton Rouge, or is that just, is this more like a fucking, like everyone says, and they're just like, yeah, but Eli Ricks was from here, right?
When I saw that,
Keelan Moses.
When I saw that dude pop up and we got him, and everyone's making this huge deal, and I'm like, Georgia, how did we go in and get a top 10 defensive lineman from Georgia, and we're competing with Oregon? I was like, there's got to be more to it. And then maybe it was Moscone. Someone's like, yeah, his dad, and then I missed whatever it was, and I thought they said his dad coached LSU back in the day or something. But I started researching, and it was like, no, his dad grew up in Baton Rouge, and his family. And then wound up in Georgia. So he's got ties to Baton Rouge. And so they said the selling point was his family can just watch him play either here. I think, what was the other option? It wasn't Oregon. It was it wasn't going to be Ole Miss.
Was it A&M?
Maybe it was Georgia.
No, Georgia was not involved. Maybe Florida. It was another big SEC.
Either way, it was like the amount of money that.
Or Ohio State. It was Ohio State.
Okay, but whatever it was, Oregon's NIL deal was going to be way more than what we were offering.
They've got some dudes.
But for his family to be able to go watch him play, it was like, he's like, I'll take a $100,000 pay cut, $200,000 pay cut, and stay home. Like, it makes not stay home, but
I feel like they pay for the flights and everything, though. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if my son was playing in Oregon, like, I'd be like, all right, sweet. Every Friday we're hopping on a flight. What do you mean?
Like, you would be able to do it. Some families can't just do that.
Like in their 60s, have a weekend with a free flight to Oregon. I'm not saying I went like
I'm not talking about parents, not parents. I'm talking about extended family.
I just don't buy this family. Like, oh, my family gets to see these games, so I'm staying home.
Every game's on TV.
Like, I feel like there's way more than that as a selling point. I just don't want to like hook my hopes into like, well, they live here. It's like, but
I think the tie is
like part of the scholarship.
There is a tie there with his family, which makes me feel better that it's not just money, or it's not just this. It's like, okay, he's got a couple roots here.
I love it.
He potentially,
but you also have Richard Anderson from Carr, who is elite, who is rated the number 2 overall D tackle in the nation. But then you have the nearly number one overall player, the number 1 athlete who's going to play D tackle in Lamar Brown.
What's his other athlete? Is it just O-line, or like, what is he?
O-line, defensive end, defensive tackle, like anything on the line of scrimmage.
There's nothing
he's a
actual athlete-wise in terms of touching the ball.
No,
like
but good
skilled wise.
Or not good. Deuce Gerald's is a running back.
He's a running back. Of course he
is. It's crazy. If we actually get this dude, he will have goal line packages. He'll carry the football. It's like a Harold Perkins thing, but like as a D tackle. It's sick. He's elite. It looks like who was that D tackle for the Rams for like recently? The good dude. Like the dude that's just like an animal. No one can touch him. It looks like that dude playing running back. It's ridiculous.
Why can't we think of his
name?
He's the best player. He's the MVP of the fucking league.
Right, but he kind of faded the past 2 years, 3 years.
I know, but what's his name?
I don't know. Chip,
this is stupid. Everyone's going to on this.
No. Who is like the all-pro defensive lineman for the Rams?
Oh, I can't believe that. I can't come up with his name.
Like the best player in football for the past 10 years.
Aaron
Donald.
I said, I said Arnold.
That was not looked up. That was pulled from the recess.
Deuce Gerald's like quickness.
He's
like,
Aaron Donald.
Like, no, I don't think he's gonna be Aaron Donald, but like the way he plays at the high school level looks like fucking Aaron Donald against these kids. Yeah. And then he runs the ball.
Arnold, is that called?
Arnold Donald.
Yeah.
Aaron. AD.
That just reminded me of Lenore Seller's dad.
Lenore Seller's dad's being named Norris is my favorite part of the Netflix documentary so far.
How about Beamer calling his bigger daughter the big one?
Because she can drive. Wild. That was wild.
That was wild, dude.
I missed that.
Yeah, he's like, and this is the big one because she can drive. And it's like, oh, like the camera looks at her. I thought after like zooming in on like the other two, and it's like, oh, you meant the big one.
I thought he
That
was
was
talking
awful.
about the biscuits.
And then he's like, "Our Father." Like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, did he mean that? I don't know, but it didn't
Yeah.
come off right.
It is just so weird to do like well, just come with us because we get breakfast every morning. It's like, do you guys really
No.
do this?
No, they don't do that.
Could you see them at Waffle House, like you said?
Yeah, I don't think they do that every day.
Beamer.
I think that's like a Friday, like the day before
could
the
see
game,
that.
maybe.
Once every other
Like
week.
one-
on
yeah.
Friday.
I want
If it's a home game, I can see them
listen,
doing that.
I love Beamer.
Yeah.
He's a wacko, and his dad is even worse.
The best.
Yeah.
They showed it twice in the documentary of him just all smiles in an interview. And it was like after the Old Dominion games, like, that's a good football team. She's like, thanks, coach. He was like, and just immediately starts pouting.
Yeah.
And then after the LSU game, he's like, I really respect your team's fight, blah, blah. You know, him and Brian Kelly do their little thing. And as soon as he turns around, he's like, God, I fucking hate this. He's just so
Well, I think Brian Kelly was shocked we won that game too. Like that, dude, after seeing
the
the
fans calling
They
Billy
didn't
a
even-
bum was just
Billy.
chef's kiss.
Dude, I do not know what to think of Billy Napier in that program. I
It's-
don't
yeah.
understand. Like I said in the chat, it just feels sterile. It just feels like ho hum, but yet like there's this undertone of like silent assassin motivation that he's got that makes you feel like I feel like
was
he
able
knows
to-
how to like call an offense, and he's like this little undercurrent of discipline. But then at the same time, it's like, dude, get your guys like back.
But if
I don't
he
know. There's
can-
something.
if he can get
They bought the best player in that class.
if he can get a core group of guys to like actually block out the noise of everyone calling him Billy the bum, like because
I think
that's
he
what
does a good job
happened.
of
Like
that.
he obviously it didn't affect. I mean, he says it, but like it had to be true because
Oh, yeah.
he went on that streak at the end and defied.
No, good for him.
I
He
mean,
climbed the ladder.
I
He got the
respect
Florida
that team could have
job.
quit on him.
Yeah, he got the Florida job. It was like, hot seat Billy going into the year, awful start, awful midseason, and then just took off
Yeah.
and looked good.
yeah, we
Going into
coulda-
this year, they're ranked
Yeah.
unanimously like top 15
Yeah.
everywhere.
Which, yeah, I know. Feels a little crazy, but we'll see.
I mean,
We're almost there.
but the Beamer stuff, this is what I say about South Carolina. Lenore Sellers, all of this hype is because he went off against our bitch ass.
Yeah.
Like all these like big runs on this
Yeah.
show, it's Gilbert in like fucking,
Major Burns.
Burns. I was about to say
Sage Ryan.
Sage Ryan. Yeah. Like they couldn't tackle him. Now he's good.
Yeah, I'm with
he's
you.
really
Sellers
good.
is fine.
But like
I
a
just-
lot of his like a lot of everyone's big game, like what's his name? Bama. I can't think of names
Milroe.
right now. I was about to say Monroe.
Mansour Delane.
Milroe. Like we made these guys look great.
I agree. But Lenore Sellers is probably better than Nussmeier with a torn ACL.
So the Netflix show's interesting. I was very surprised by the fact that we've seemed very lackadaisical. Like Kelly was like, pick this shit up.
Yeah.
Guys. Like what is happening here? And it also made me think like, is the narrative about his coaching style being outdated completely evident and just like watching that episode being like, you've got all these dogs, you got this O-line, Will Campbell, Emory Jones, whatever, but like for whatever reason it's very hard to get them to play hard. Like that's what it looked like. And then the defense was just
Yeah,
So
I
bad.
think it just has to do with the
Is it-
defense not being able
Is
to.
it
Yeah,
part of
that's
his
true.
dual offensive coordinators too? I mean, I agree with that, but is it also like he had 2 first-year OCs that aren't able to hold guys accountable and get on their ass as an OC would?
it
You know,
just
like-
feels like watching the first episode of Brian Kelly, like the main focus was LSU that whole episode pretty much. It was really good, but it made me feel as if, and it's a look back, it's not like current day. So things have changed and he's heated it up because he feels it. He knows he's got to win. Where like
Yeah.
last year, it's like he knew he had to win, but he kind of expected it to happen because it's year 3. And you could see the frustration before the USC game already building of just
Yeah.
like, fucking, like, what are we doing still? Like jumping off sides or like, get
Right.
some energy here. Like you have a chance to be a really good team. you could tell that's when it started to ramp up of like, oh fuck, like this might be harder. Like I thought I'd be able to come in here in
Like
3
it was
years.
but at that point he also realized it was too late.
It's
in the
too
season.
late, right? And it was just like fuck. So he's getting angry and like popping off about their energy and
But
shit.
I think he's where he wants to be at now, where
Now,
it's a player
yes.
run.
And he
effort.
hired. He was just like, get them all. Get Petito. Get Guidry. Get everybody. Get the staff built. Get Blake Baker back. Like whatever we need to do, right? Get Austin Thomas. Like keep Nuss at all costs. Like let's buy Perkins back. Don't let him get drafted. Like whatever they did for this season to work, he's putting all his eggs in that basket.
Yeah.
And I think he didn't expect to do it this soon. You could tell like early on, it was like, I'm leaving Notre Dame. It's going to happen at LSU, but it could be 10 years from now. I'm not going to get fired. And it's like, here we are, year 4. And it's like, you better make the playoffs because you wasted Neighbors. You wasted Brian Thomas,
Daniels,
Jaden Daniels, the whole bit. Like that's the whole narrative because the defense was that bad. So here you are, fast forward. You should have a defense now.
right?
Keep Nuss healthy, dude.
Not off to a good start.
And I think we'll be competitive. We just want to be in the dance because we know when the magic hits this team, like at that stadium,
It's gonna be tough to beat.
the lightning in the bottle effect at LSU is a real thing. I think like there's something about that team, that program as a whole, where the momentum is always on our side. Once the momentum gets rolling, it's hard to get these dudes to stop balling. And I think we got guys that can do it. We just have to light that spark. I don't know how it's going to.
Power sharp.
Something's got to happen.
Just
to light
win
that
10
spark.
games and you're in. I mean, that's.
And I think
the
if we make the playoffs and Kelly, and so then we'll be able to lock down this sick class. Because if we don't make the playoffs, all this bullshit, D-line looks great, recruiting, like they're gone.
It doesn't matter.
They're gone. The same thing happened last year. We started sucking, they bounced, they jumped ship. If Kelly makes the playoffs and he has the continuity of back-to-back like elite classes, and then he gets to sign fucking Elijah Haven right out of his backyard as the like next greatest quarterback, coming out of high school, you could go on a run. But it's got to start this season. It should have started last season. This is it. You got to make the playoffs.
Should have started 2 seasons ago.
Yeah. I mean, we went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
What else?
Um,
Where are we at time-wise?
Tommy Fleetwood's playing left-handed.
hour and 30.
Oh, that's a good pod.
It's a great pod.
You can cut it.
It's been fun.
Did you have any other? I know you had some notes.
We talked about most of it during the top.
I'm sure some of that
25.
stuff we could wait.
Like Perkins being off the edge a lot in practice. Like
Yeah.
we're not just like, no, he's got to figure out Mike.
His new handler can wait till next.
I talked about Lance Guidry.
Okay.
I feel like that's not being talked about enough. Gooden's on here. Jelani Watkins, D-line recruiting. Destin Hill, Barry Brown, Singleton, Jaden Breaker, Juwan Johnson, Bro switching to 16, not good.
Disgusting.
Weston Davis, Braylon Moore. Like those are just some notes.
We played the hits?
All of these green things that are falling from the sky at these WNBA games?
I don't want to see another WNBA tweet. I don't want to see it.
I actually meant to take green Dildo's number 1 overall, and then I forgot when the lights went on.
Yeah,
There was another.
I'm not into that.
In this, it hit someone, didn't make it to the court last night.
Good for the WNBA.
Good for the shops. Good for the porn shops. People can go buy dildos for the games.
No, they're
Use
buying them
promo
on
code
Amazon.
POG for 20%.
They're buying them
off.
on Amazon. They're sold out on Amazon.
Dude, the second I read that
Corporate.
message from you about Nuss being hurt, like the first thing I thought about was like, well, there goes my fucking backyard fire pit watch nights.
Yes. What a terrible.
Like I was just thinking about the season of activities.
I immediately
Done.
When they're like Mike's losing his mind, I was like, Mike's been he's starting to get in Mike mode where he gets so invested and excited about this. Not that I'm not,
Yeah,
but I know
I'm with you.
I know the process of your brain at this point
I didn't
in
want
the
to get
year.
too excited yet. We just won a baseball national
And like
championship.
when this all happened, I was like, Mike he's boiling.
Yeah, because I
And
have a lot of plans.
His whole fall just came crashing
Yeah,
down.
what are we gonna do? Suck?
Fucking Van
Like,
Buren's out
like,
there
like, dude.
heaving it to Barry and Brown.
Like fucking have to sit back and talk about Texas all year. Like, come on. I want to be in the studio. I want to be in the lab talking about our team. Like, yes, the past few years have been great talking about college football as a whole, but I want us to be the topic.
Interesting.
What happened? Read it.
This says Clemson, one of Clemson's starting running backs is out for the season.
They didn't have a starting running.
Yeah, they were like
now they're down.
Safety or
Which one? The receiver or the freshman?
Yeah.
This says 5-star.
The freshman running back.
No, 5 stars there. Jarvis Green. Sorry, they're naming.
I don't know the names. Is it the receiver,
sophomore,
or is it
the
Jarvis
Green?
This says redshirt sophomore running back Jarvis Green.
So that must be the guy they moved from receiver.
Yeah.
They like to start. No, Adam Randall is that running back. He's the converted wide receiver.
So
and they also have a freshman, Gideon Davidson.
That's their future, but it'd be like
so they're going to be starting a receiver and a freshman against them.
I need to dive into Clemson.
It would be like us being like, "Hey, Xavier Thomas is taking reps at running back. Harlan Berry's the future. He's the number 2." That's what they're looking at. But this dude's not a Harlan Berry.
Yeah, I need to get the Clemson stuff in my algo. Get some of their press conferences and
Clemson moved the point on. In the books.
Great.
Point which direction?
To 4.5.
With the injury to this back?
I don't know. I don't know why it moved. I don't know why it moved. Maybe it was
I'm taking that.
I'll be more interested to see what happens in 3 weeks with the line.
Vegas getting worried about our garbage O line.
Probably.
Or the fact that Nuss was carted off the field today.
Exactly.
Can we acknowledge the fact that he's hurt?
Relax. Everything's fine. I just love that we're just not. They're going to practice tomorrow, and I think we don't get
We're not going to get shit. No one's going to ask either.
I don't think that. I think there's no media. I think it's a fully closed practice.
They don't crowd the door after.
Fully clothed practice?
Yeah. Fully closed.
No. Kelly has to speak after the practice.
No, I think it'll be Friday.
I'm
almost
some point
positive.
This week he'll give an update.
Will they be clothed as well?
I think it was Moscona that said, I was watching a clip about something, and I'm pretty sure he said that tomorrow, like Thursday, is a closed practice, and Friday is the
But
next
it can
time
still
we'll
be a
get to
closed
get in
practice, but he could still have a media session following. Well, I guess if it's closed, then the media's not there.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
No, but some of those guys would show up.
Wilson's hanging out by the tight
end.
Eads is hanging out, dude.
Yeah, dude, they're in the parking lot.
They're smoking joints out there.
Nuss is hurt. They're in the parking lot.
They're like this. Do say?
Yeah, they're having therapy. Like
they're at walk-ons drinking.
Their tweets are their internal, like, calm down. It's okay.
Relax.
And they're just tweeting that out.
Jacoby and Guillory, we saw him grabbing water.
Jock is just going deep, looking for a Josh Williams article to like retweet. And
Jock had an hour-long video segment with Are You Serious?
I saw. I didn't watch.
First 30 minutes was about his weight loss journey.
I didn't.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Carnivore diet.
Nice. I need to get on that.
No, dude, you got Mexico diet.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I have felt great cooking my meals.
It's nice.
Like being able to get this smoker and grill combo. I can cook my food. Like, and I like to eat good meats, whatever, good protein. Not eating out as much. It's great. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's so much better. Eating out just gets
and it gives me a routine at the end of the day. It's like, all right, now I got to prep this. I got to do that.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Plan.
We're like going to dinner now. It's fine, but it just feels like a ripoff.
I got to get you in my YouTube algorithm of the cooking people.
Yeah.
Not as much outdoor stuff. Like I watch a lot of the
Meat Crunch.
I've been thinking it was Meat Crunch for a year.
Meat Crunch.
I didn't know it was church.
Meat Church.
Yeah, I said it a few times, and you never said anything
because
until
I
your
thought
wife
you were
did.
being funny, dude.
I like kept saying it.
I can't find that Meat Crunch seasoning anymore.
And like,
He's
finally,
like, I'm
his
at
wife-
Rouse's. They must have put the Meat Crunch isn't there. I'm like,
She's like,
First-
crunch?
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, Meat Crunch. And I started pointing to their pantry. I was like, all that, Meat Crunch. she was like, church. And I was like, nah,
And I had my hat sitting there, and he reads it, and he's like, "Oh, meet church."
That's funny.
The numbers, the letters are.
I can see
They're
the crunch.
they're crunched together.
They're crunched.
Yeah, I could see the crunch. I told him, I was like, "That's a great name for your barbecue channel."
Meat crunch.
Meat crunch.
It works.
And everything you cook is just burnt to a
Crunchy as fuck.
Meat crunch. All right. Till next time. Over and out.
Meat crunch.
You didn't know what it was.
Cross the street from your storefront cemetery. Hear me hailing from inside and realize I'm the tension's clear. You paid or ecstasy. You are all we might be. Up on the same flash, staring at the sun.